welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mommy Momo here. What's up? What it do, boo? So in today's video I wanted to show you guys just some of my holy grail favorite everyday go-to makeup products. I have high-end, I have drugstore, I have just affordable, I have a mix of everything. These are just basically the makeup products that I just cannot live without. Like everyday basis, I will buy these things over and over and over again. So here I just have like a little basket full, my little Easter basket full of just holy grail makeup that I just absolutely adore. I'm not going to do too much talking in this video because I'm pretty sure everything in that basket you've already seen a million times. So it was very hard to sift through everything and really pick out things that I just cannot live without. So without further ado, let's get right into this full face of my favorite makeup products. Okay, so for brows, I just like to go in with my ABH Dip Brow Pomade or the ABH Brow Wiz Pencil. Today I'm just going to use the Dip Brow Pomade just because this is what I've been loving. Plus, I'm running out of my pencil, so I'm waiting on the new one to arrive. But here I just have mine in the shade Ebony. One of my favorite concealers to carve my brows with is my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer in the shade Light. That has been my favorite concealer to blend my brows out with. But I recently discovered this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have mine in the shade Medium 1 Custard. I just recently discovered this concealer maybe like a couple weeks back, and I have been using it to carve my brows, and I'm just going to say I'm very much in love with it. I love the consistency of it. I love the way it blends out. I love the way it looks just in general when I'm blending out my brows. Okay, so I could not find it, but now I found it. Here is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop concealer, just in case you are curious. Okay, so the brows are pretty much carved out. They're not perfect, but that is okay. So next, a current favorite of mine is the P. Louise base. I have the shade 01 here. I also have the shade 0, and then I have Rumor 2. I like Rumor 1 because it gives me that balance of like not too light but not too dark. So the thing that I have been loving since 16, 14, I don't know, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This palette has been my favorite palette for years, you guys, years. It is just a beautiful palette. It just gives you a lot of beautiful shades. You have your purples, your mauves, your taupes, your browns, shimmers, mattes. This is just an amazing everyday go-to palette. I love it. I adore it. It is an amazing palette. I actually got this palette for my birthday years and years ago from a friend, and I still love this palette to this day. So I figured we will stay with just a brown kind of look because I am just wearing brown today. So I figured we should go in with, let's do Raw Sienna, which is just this beautiful brown right here. And I'm just taking this Morphe M433 brush, and I'm just going to basically buff it in my crease. So I think I'm just gonna take the Morphe M506 brush. I'm gonna go in the shade Real Guard, which is just this beautiful like orangey brown kind of shade. And I'm gonna focus this on my crease. Okay, so now that it's pretty much complete, I'm just going to take this e.l.f. flat-ish kind of brush, and I'm going to go back in with the P. Louise base, and I'm just going to cut my crease with this. So now that is pretty much cut and like angled how I like it, I'm going to take the shade Burnt Orange, which is right here. I'm just taking a regular Morphe brush. I don't know the name of this brush. So I'm just going to take this eye definer brush. I have no idea what brand it's from. I'm going to take Golden Orc, and I'm just going to dip into that. Spray that brush. We're going to go in with Primavera. This is just beautiful shimmery gold champagne shade right here. Okay, so eyeshadow is pretty much done. I'm loving this natural, neutral, spandy, fun kind of look. So next we're going to jump right into priming the face. My two favorite primers that I am loving right now are the Fenty Beauty, I think this is the Hydration Primer, and then the Hailey's Beauty, I think it's called Retouch Primer. I'm not sure. I will link everything below. And then my favorite primer spray right now is the MAC Fix Plus spray. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the MAC Fix Plus spray first. Ooh. I just love the hydration and the formula. It makes my skin look good. It makes my makeup look good before and after. I'm in love with that water. Like, in love with it. Okay, so it's actually called the Soft Silk Pro Filter Hydrating Primer. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the hydrating primer first. This primer is just phenomenal. I have been loving this primer non-stop. I have used it like for my everyday application and for my videos. Like, I have been just loving it. It feels so good and soft on the skin. It makes my makeup look good. It definitely does like hydrate my skin. Okay, so the Hailey Refine Primer is a foundation primer. This is an amazing primer. I was very skeptical because like in person it looks really like weird. I don't know, like foamy, moussey. It looks very weird. But this is what it looks like on my hand. And it makes my foundation look so smooth in my more pore areas. So right here, I like to focus it right here because I have the most pores right here, and then on top of my nose, as well as my chin and my forehead. But I really like to focus it right here. Before anything else, I like to also hydrate my lips. So I love using the Wet n Wild Sleep Lip Mask, and this is what it looks like. This is in the scent Lavender. This is a lifesaver. Even though it says lip sleeping mask, I use it before makeup, during makeup. I do use it before bed sometimes, just depending. But I use it all the time, and it feels so good on the lip. So I have a few sponges that I just love, love, love to life. The e.l.f. Total Face Sponge is my first sponge that I just gravitated to off the rip. Like, this has been my holy grail for almost a year now. This is just a really great sponge. It absorbs everything beautifully. It's very bouncy. It's not all dry and makes your makeup look weird. And then the Sonia sponge, the Sonia Kashif, I think that's how you pronounce her name. This sponge is so good, very bouncy, and it does not absorb all your makeup as well. It is a little bigger than the e.l.f. sponge, so I do recommend this one really more. But I do still love this one because it is a really good makeup applicator. It's just beautiful. I love it. And then the e.l.f. Concealer sponge. This is a really good sponge for concealer and, like, you know, just get into the inner corner and the forehead. This is a really great sponge for that. I've been loving that. My current favorite foundation right now is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 foundation. This is just an amazing foundation. It does not come with a pump. I had to buy the pump separately, which was well worth the money because I am in love with this foundation. So I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Total Face sponge. This is what it looks like on the skin. It looks really, really amazing. And mine is in the shade NC30 if you are curious. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with my current favorite, the It's Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. This is a current fave because it is very full coverage. It looks amazing. It hides my dark circles. It hides my bags. I have mine in the shade 20.5 Medium Sand if you are curious. And I just added to my Alamar Cosmetics flat brush because it does have like this tube end, and I do not want to add that straight to my face. I'm going to go ahead and add my darker contour, which is my current favorite holy grail. This is the KKW contour stick. I have mine in the shade medium. This is just one of my favorite sources of contouring. It is very easy. It's very easy to travel with. It's easy to use, easy to blend out. It is amazing. So, even easy to do your nose contour. Just like that. I'm going to take the e.l.f. concealer sponge now and just blend out that lighter contour. Gorgeous. So before that settles in, I like to hurry up and try to bake that lighter concealer. My current favorite to set my lighter concealer lately has been the Sephora Micro Smooth Setting Powder. This is in the shade Medium 25 Beige. It also gives my eye like that smooth look. You see how this one kind of looks more glossy and more like unprofessional and, you know, like not really clean. This looks more smooth, clean cut, ready to go. That's what you want. Then my darker contour, my current favorite has been, of course, the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. This has just been my favorite bronzer because I just love the way it blends out. I love how beautiful it looks on the skin. This is universal. My two favorite powders to set my face lately have been my Derma Blend powder as well as my Hailey's Retouch Perfecting powder. These are amazing. I have both of the. I have this one in original, and I think this one comes in one shade. It doesn't have a shade on the back, so I'm guessing it comes only in one shade. So good for all shade ranges. Both of these are. I'm gonna go in with Derma Blend first. Current favorite lash for a very long time. These are the Kiss Lash Couture Luxe Extensions collection. These are in the style Russian Volume. These are just so amazing. I am in love with these. The volume is everything. You can wear these on glam days, soft glam days, natural days, everything. For lash application, I want to go in with my current favorite mascara, the KKW mascara. Next, I'm just going to do one of my favorite steps that is essential for me is setting that powder, because I have powder base right now. I love these lashes. Before we do anything else, I like to take care of my brows. So I like to add the e.l.f. Brow Wax Pencil. This has been my favorite step for quite some time, especially since summer. I have really wild brow hairs, so this really helps tame those. My next new favorite, of course I love my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, but I have been loving this Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This one is the clear one. It is like Gorilla Glue for your brows. So my next favorite step is blush. It is just really one of my favorite steps. So I'm going to take the Burt's Bees blush in Toasted Cinnamon and the Kylie Cosmetics blush in Baddie on the Block. I have been loving these two together and on their own. So before we go any further, we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to go back into this palette and I'm going to just smoke out my lower lash line. And I think I'm just going to take Raw Sienna, which is this one right here. One of my favorite things to use has been this ColourPop Freckle Pen. I have mine in this shade Soft Brown. I really don't know what my mirror is, but I need it right now for sure. So next we're going to jump right into highlight. I'm going to use my Ofra Glow Up palette. This has been my favorite thing to use to highlight for many moons now. Of course, before you start lips, you want to make sure you wipe that foundation off. So of course we start with a liner. Here I have the KKW liner in the shade 1.5. This has been my favorite nude liner to use. As you can see, look how I sharpened it. It's just been my favorite. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips with this. Next we're going to go in with a lipstick. The NYX Suede Makeup Lipstick. This is a matte lipstick. I have mine in the shade Dainty Days. This has just been my favorite beautiful nude mauve toned lipstick, so I'm just going to add it right here to the middle. Next favorite lip gloss of mine is the KKW Nude 3 Gloss. I have been loving this gloss since I first bought it. It stays in my purse. It's just a beautiful light brown, very creamy, looks very good on the lips. So my next favorite matte lipstick has been the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint. This one is in the shade Unbuttoned. Very beautiful formula. Most matte lipsticks are just like, oh, cringy. But this one lasts all day and it looks good and feels amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this to the center. You don't need much. My favorite setting spray recently has been the Kylie Cosmetics setting spray. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my face. Okay guys, so that is going to complete our full face of current makeup favorites. These have just been my holy grail lately, my go-to for my everyday, just getting ready real quick and real fast looks. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I enjoyed filming it as always. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to my channel. Make sure you like this video or dislike if you're a hater. Don't forget to hit that bell button so that you can be notified every time that I post a new video for you. And as always, I love you and I will see you guys next time. Bye!